Well, I spent the night here last night at Can Josep. Wasn't a great night. No air conditioning in the room. It was hot, it was very hot. So I've had about 2-3 hours sleep. So I'm going to get on the road today, heading towards the coast. Yeah, I'm going to stay in a nice hotel tonight. I need a good night's sleep, good shower, and hopefully a swim in the sea. See you in a bit. Right, back on the road again. Gotta say that wasn't the best night I've had. That's what happens when you try and do it cheap. That was more like a real dodgy hostel. I mean, it was a nice enough place, but you pay cheap, you get cheap. So no air conditioning, that was a killer. That was a killer. The room was hot as hell. So tonight I'm going to stay in the Ibis, I think. Not crazy luxury, but it's got air conditioning. It's got a nice big comfy bed. And yeah. Anyway, let's get on with today. Let's see what we can see today. Good morning. So we've got 224 miles to do today, going to the coast, so hopefully going to go for a swim in the Med, and then I'm going back to, I forgot what it's called, I'll put it on the screen, where I'm going to stay tonight. Yeah, tried to look for some hotels on the coast, but they're either crazy money or they're just not there. So I thought I'd go inland a bit, stay on the Spanish side. And then tomorrow head over the border into France. I think I'm going over the border today actually. We're going over one of the passes into France and then back into Spain. Be interesting. I don't think I've done that yet. But anyway, enough from me. Let's have a bit of a montage. I had to pull over and have a quick look at this view. It is crazy. Just look at that. That's amazing. And this is just a little car park where you can just have yourself a picnic on a bench, enjoying that view. It's crazy. Well, I've literally just come about 100 yards around the corner. I've just seen this viewing platform. So it'd be rude not to have a look. wow. Oh, ooh, oh shit. I don't know if the GoPro's picking up, well, it's a long way down. Wow. Just look how vast it is. This thing's shaking underneath me. That's not feeling great. Oh shit. It's just a couple of bits of steel holding it out. Okay. Even the birds are flying below me. Oh, Sophie, that's good. How does that work then? Put your phone in there. Ain't that clever? Video.
Oh, we're flying high underneath the sky. Summer nights and days in so many ways. Waves are calling now, stand beneath our feet. Find the way somehow, heartbeats in the heat. Oh, we're flying high underneath the sky. Summer nights and days in so many ways.
I've got to try and remember this. Maybe 10 years time I may never get to do this again. I can look back and look how amazing those views were. Good morning. I think the next town we come to I'm going to stop and have some food. I didn't really have any dinner last night. I had a croissant and one little scoop of ice cream. And that's all I had all day. I think I was just too hot, too tired, and I still didn't sleep. So I think I need to have a bit of a breakfast, other than the breakfast of corners and views, and fill my tummy, get in my belly. So I've just got to find somewhere that does food. Got to be somewhere in one of these little villages. Right, stopped off in this little village. Quaint little village. Have a chocolate croissant and a Coke. Keep the sugar levels topped up.
Right.
And we'll carry on. That's good. Well, it was a beautiful little village. A croissant and a Coke. Just need to get some mobile signal now so I can find a petrol station. Look at the twisties! Yeehaw! I'm sure, Andy, if you're watching this, you would love this. You need a GS back in your life. Get rid of that Indian. And come and do this with me next year. You don't know what you're missing out on. You really don't. Remember, you only live once. So live your life. Could be worse. I could be cycling up this hill. Found another viewing point. Looks like the American Adventure around here. The red sand and the red mountains, if you like. Why is it so red? There's no English on that one. There we go. The Cordona salt mountain has held great importance in the history of Catalonia. Salt was extremely valuable and pricey product, used to preserve foods and as a food supplement for high mountain herds. There were enormous quantities of salt in Cordona that were easy to extract. That doesn't say why it's red though. So the different birds of prey. We've got buzzards, kestrels, short-toed snake eagle, western marsh harrier, sparrowhawk, western osprey, booted eagle, and a black kite. Life can't be that shit if you get to do stuff like this. Just got to try and make it happen. We all moan too much. I'm definitely one of those. You fall into the routines. You fall into the 5 days a week at work, one day out with your mates, one day with the family, and the same again. I think you need to do things like this to make you realise there's so much more out here. Alright, I've spent 10 days away from the family, away from friends. My God, is it doing me some good. And just look where I am. All these petrol stations are like little cafes, and they have like the whole family in there. You feel a bit awkward sometimes when you walk in. It's like going to someone's living room. Your grandma in the background staring at you. That'll do. €24, about the same. Perfect, thank you very much. Clear. Let's go. Just the sheer size is unfathomable almost. It's just massive. I've seen videos, I've seen the pictures, but it doesn't do it justice. You've got to come and just see the sheer size of this place, and obviously ride these roads because they're epic. Yeah, it's an experience. It definitely is. And hopefully I don't get caught in a hailstorm again today. I'm only going to be in Spain for today and possibly a bit of tomorrow morning. Then I'm going to cross the border to France. Not 100% sure of the route yet. There's going to be a bit of Google Maps and AZ-MOTO plotting away up through the middle, trying to find the best routes for some of the best views and just keep the adventure going, because at the end of the day that's what this is. It's an adventure. But hopefully I'll find somewhere tonight and have maybe a nice meal. I think this city I'm going into tonight, I still can't remember what it's called, I will put it on the screen here, is a bit bigger than where I've been staying. So hopefully I did see there's a McDonald's down the road, but I don't know. I might do. I might have to have a cheeky McDonald's. The Golden Arches. Be rude not to, I suppose, wouldn't it? I wonder if their cheeseburgers are as good. Anyway, let's carry on with the ride and enjoy the views. Enjoy.
Oh, we're flying high underneath the sky. Summer nights and days in so many ways. Laughing till we fall, dancing through it all. Magic never fades with each step we made. Oh, we're flying high underneath the sky. Summer nights and days in so many ways. Oh, we're flying high.
You know what, I'm so glad I didn't do this on the Harley. It would have been a different experience, but throwing this around like I can, yeah, I don't think you'd be able to do that with a Harley. It'd have been good on the Harley, but in a different way. A lot slower. A lot slower. No, good choice. Good choice. I think this is the perfect all-round bike. Got all my luggage on. It's super comfy. It handles better than it should do, I think. Well, definitely in my eyes anyway. It's got sports bike handling with touring bike qualities. I think I heard somebody say it does everything at 80%. So it's not just one thing. It's not a sports bike, but it can do a sports bike. It's not a full tourer, but it can be a tourer. It's not an off-roader, but it can go off-road. Yeah, I think I'd agree with that. Definitely. Because on these twisties, it's sports bike. But then when you get to the rougher terrain, the rougher roads, not a problem. It handles it. And I'm doing 250 mile a day, which would suggest it's a tourer. So yeah, win-win. I know they're not everybody's cup of tea, and there's loads of other adventure bikes out there, the Multistrada, the V-Strom, all the KTM range, and they're probably all just as good, but I think this is the king for a reason. You know, everybody has a GS and everybody gets called the GS wanker, but I think it's for a reason, because they're good. So yeah, good choice. It would have been cool on Harley. It would have looked cool anyway. But I think you'd have been getting me an air ambulance home just purely for backache. No, right tool for the job. Definitely. Right, let's enjoy some more of these, because it just keeps on giving. give my leg a rest. I'm starting to get a bit of cramp in my leg. I'll have a little walk round. Have a break for half an hour. Oh. Just having 5 minutes rest in the shade. Got a little bit of cramp in the left leg. I've been on the bike for about 3 hours. Just sat on a corner now though, and there's just bikes flying around. It's just like biker's paradise. If you're ever looking at buying gloves, these Knox ones with the bow, yeah, it is a boa fitting. If you go in a hot country, don't bother because they're an absolute freaking nightmare. Look, they just get ravelled up. Yeah, wish I bought my Alpine Stars ones. They've been a lot better. But hey, right, okay. Let's get going. These roads. Where in the UK can you find something like this? I don't think it exists. Not with them views anyway. Might be the occasional few mile squirt. But not for hundreds of miles. Definitely not. Not that I can think of anyway. If you know any in the UK, especially near the Midlands, let me know. I mean, we've got some up in the Peak District, but again, it's a few miles. Not continuous like this. I mean, it's just, I keep saying it, it's biker heaven. It's paradise. And this bike's chewing it up. Big van. Right folks, slight change of plan. I've just booked the Ibis Hotel and I'm going to head there now, drop some stuff off in the room, then I'm going to take a ride to the coast and go for a dip in the sea. I was just riding them last few lanes then and it's I'm tired. So I've done the most direct route to the hotel. Yeah, pointless staying up and playing in the hills when you're not feeling it. So yeah, straight to the Ibis Hotel, drop some stuff off, and then over to the coast, somewhere down here. Still looking. Oh, McDonald's. Come on, Ibis, where are you? Oh, is this it? Hotel Ronda. Ibis Styles. Oh, that was pretty easy. This looks a bit nicer than last night, doesn't it? Yeah, this'll do. This'll do. Oh, I'm ready for a break. Okay, as promised, on my way to the beach to have a swim in the Mediterranean.
Feels weird, I've come all the way across the top of Spain from Santander to the Med just for a swim. But that bit in the middle, the Pyrenees, oh, I may even go back into it a little bit tomorrow before heading up through France. I don't know yet. But shortly we shall be seeing the sea, hopefully. Hey, flamingos. Hey, flamingos. Oh, I wasn't expecting to see them. Okay, attempt number 2 to try and get to the beach. All I want is a swim in the sea. Okay, finally found it. I'll leave the bike there and just take a walk down here across the beach. Well folks, might be a bit windy. That's the first big leg done, all the way across the Pyrenees to the Mediterranean. Just been in there for a swim. It was beautiful. Good wind. Good wind. So kites. Kite surfing down there. All the way around the coast. Very, very nice. Yeah, I enjoyed that. So get dry, get to a supermarket, get some food. See you in a bit. Well, I've got to say that was worth it. But what was really nice, I might have caught it on camera, a bloke came up to me, German bloke, just wanted to have a chat, ask about the bike, where I'd come from, was the journey okay, where I'm going next. And then literally just about to get on the bike, another woman, Dutch woman, she was so jealous. Her and her husband bike, she wanted to come over here on a bike. They just didn't get a chance, and yeah, she wants to do it. It's just so nice that people come and talk to you. I'm on my own, you know, I'm not really looking to talk to people as such. I will do, obviously, but everybody's so nice. I don't know if it's just a holiday mentality or what, but yeah, it's quite nice. Not like being at home in Derby. To be fair, I don't want to talk to anybody in Derby. They're just, yeah, the wrong kind of people. These people are lovely. Like-minded, nice, genuine people. Yeah, nice. Need more of them and less of the riffraff. Anyway, enough about that. Find a supermarket, get some essentials, and then make my way back to the hotel, and then work out whether I have a Burger King or a McDonald's. Okay, that's me being back to the hotel. Had a shower, got changed, some normal clothes on, not motorbike clothes. Just gonna go find a supermarket, get a few essentials, and I think I'm gonna have a Burger King. Yeah, been a good day. Managed to get to the beach, managed to swim. That was one of the big to-do things. That's one tick. So let's see what's next. We'll work out what we're going to do in France. So I'll speak to you in a bit. when I'm having my Burger King. See you in a bit. And there we go, the long awaited Burger King.